my God, Bitcoin is just so boring right now. It just keeps not really doing anything. And in fact, a lot of the crypto market is pretty boring right now. I know there's some outliers within that conversation, but for the most part, crypto seems to have entered into a nice little consolidation period, which I welcome, to be honest. So in today's video, I want to lay out why I believe the bear market is not here and why I believe that we are currently in a consolidation period for the cryptocurrency markets. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe just stay up to date with, then you should definitely subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, if you can take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, man, that'd be super sweet. And of course, if you'd like to receive a notification when I put out a new video, you should click on that notification bell. By the way, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, then you need to get yourself an account over on Femex. It is the best exchange for longing and shorting a wide variety of different cryptocurrency assets. They have all the good stuff: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Cardano, Tezos, Solana. If you want it, chances are they have got it and you can long or short it. Use the link down below in the description. You're going to get 10% off of your fees, and for a limited time, there's up to a $3,600 deposit bonus. So go ahead and check that out if you are a trader. Now let's go ahead and get into this topic, why I believe that the crypto market is currently in a nice little consolidation period. I love consolidation periods personally. Everything chills out a bit. Well, the only thing I don't like about these consolidation periods is that a lot of people tend to get pretty angry and upset during these times, which is fair. I mean, your portfolios are down a lot and it can freak you out sometimes, but I personally like these periods because it's kind of a reset on the greed, a reset on, the massive leverage in the market. It allows you to add into those positions. Like, a month ago, you're going, oh my gosh, I have to buy this coin that's up like a bajillion X and it's the best new paradigm of money thing ever. And now it's down 50 or 60%. And you're going, I'm not going to buy that. I'm going to wait till it goes back to all-time highs. Then I'll buy it. And look, I know within this conversation, we have had some real standouts in the market recently. Luna just hit a new all-time high at $100. Matic hit an all-time high at $3. Convex Finance hit a new all-time high at $60 or something the other day. So we have had coins making new all-time highs. There's always outliers in the market. Bored Ape Yacht Club, they're going crazy as well. But 95% of the market, it's in a cooling off period. The major cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, which represent 60% of the entire market cap of crypto, they're chilling out. A lot of the major altcoins chilling out. A lot of the dog coins. The dog coins are having a dog nap right now, and so on and so forth. So what does all of this mean? Well, look, from a technical perspective right now, I'd just like to point out from a technical perspective, Bitcoin is actually kind of chilling, realistically. This is from Rect Capital. He does the technical analysis in our weekly newsletter, and he's pointed out we are seeing a consolidation period for Bitcoin between two of the bull market exponential moving averages. This is on the weekly charts. Bull market exponential moving averages. The 50-week is a key line. The 21-week, also a very key line. Right now we're trading between those basically two mega key exponential moving averages, just like happened back in May. Very similar situation. So it lets you know kind of where we are. We're not in a dramatic bear trend right now. If we were all the way down here, oh my gosh, things are terrible and they're going to get worse. We're actually in consolidation period right now. We've been holding above the 50-week exponential moving average. We could still, of course, as he points out here, see a capitulation moment, which I am on board with such a theory. If we do see it, I'm definitely buying the dip on that. Without a doubt, I'd be curious to see if we do get our nice little capitulation candle before, of course, we reset and then blast higher, because that is likely what is going to happen. We also see the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index hitting back to levels that we saw back in the May sell-off or the September sell-off. We're right back down there. What happened after both of these massive periods of fear? The markets rallied big time. Big time. Bitcoin went from $29,000 to $69,000 essentially during this time. Of course, with a nice little pit stop along the way, mind you, but still, that was the general trend of what happened after this major fear capitulation event that happened back down here. Times of fear tend to come before times of opportunity. Of course, fear itself is an opportunity if you're buying the dip and taking advantages. The other opportunity is when the markets start pumping, and then you can, of course, offload some of the bags that you bought when everybody else was panicking and running for the exit doors. Also, as is so typical during these times, the interest from regular investors is down significantly. Where have all the retail investors gone? Well, they're still out there. People are still buying Bitcoin, of course, but not in the ways that they were before. But this happens every single time that we see a big run up and then a big correction in the market. So we see basically what has happened. You can see here. So this is total transfer volume breakdown by size. So it's between $0 to $1,000. You'll see it falling right off here. We see again, this is $1 to $10,000 trending downwards. But what's happening with the big money? Well, it's a very different story. This is $10 million plus volume has gone up significantly, trending up again right now as the market is dipping once again. So it's a very, very interesting situation where we see time and time again what is happening. The big money is coming in and buying. We've had multiple stories we've covered here. The billionaires are taking an interest. We had 10,000 Bitcoin taken off Coinbase 3 or 4 days ago. We're seeing this happening. Lots of big money, institutional money. These guys are buying Bitcoin right now. Well, retail, it's still there, but not in the kind of forces needed that you really require to push it up for a massive, crazy run. Smart money's buying, whether that be institutional smart money or retail smart money, but we really notice the big money guys buying, where a lot of the average investors have kind of taken some time off. They're not buying Bitcoin right now, at least not in the way they were a few months ago. However, we must remember this period of accumulation, probably not over yet. As Rect Capital pointed out, we could still see that capitulation wick coming down. And of course, it reminds me of the old saying that the market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So make sure to, of course, always be managing your risk. And here's a bit of perspective for you as well. So this is the May dip when we got up to our first, big blow off here. Not really blow off, but big first high of last year for Bitcoin. Then, of course, we corrected down by a whopping 55%. It was pretty dramatic. Then, of course, we had a nice run back up. Where are we at right now? Well, we topped out at $69,000. We did wick down as far as 38%. However, you can see here the structure looks relatively similar, doesn't it? We had our peak here. We had a little bump back up. Then we had a pretty dramatic drop down. Here. Big capitulation sell-off wick. Here. A little bump back up, trying to get something back. Followed by, of course, a washout, essentially, over the next few weeks. That was a fun month, wasn't it? You guys remember that month? That was a good time. We could see a similar thing happening here. I'm not saying that's 100% what's going to happen. I'm saying that is a potentially probable thing that could happen. And so where would that get us? Is that going to, Bitcoin down to $10,000? It's all over? Unlikely. What we are most likely to see happen, if we follow a similar scenario, Bitcoin will come back down to like $40,000 or something like that. So we could see Bitcoin dropping another 15%, for example, before finding some traction and washing out the last few people who are holding on, going, oh, Bitcoin, don't fall any farther, and then I'm going to panic sell you, and then they will. And the whales will gobble it up. The institutions will gobble it up. And those same people who are panic selling $40,000 after buying at $69,000 will be the ones to buy at $72,000, $73,000, $74,000, $5,000, whatever, on the next big rally. It just keeps repeating, guys. It's what happens in the market. And if we look at the bigger picture, this is just short term. What I just said was short term. If we do get that capitulation wick down to like $40,000, that's a short term event, upper 30,000s, something like that. But if we look at the bigger picture, if we are indeed, as it now appears and I believe to be happening, facing the lengthening cycles, so the 4-year Bitcoin cycle, the theory is potentially being disproven right now, and if we're facing lengthening cycles, then the rest of the year could look something like this chart here. Essentially, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So we could come down a little bit farther, potentially. Then we go up and we get to $72,000, $73,000, $74,000, whatever it might be. Come back down for the next cycle, washing everybody out. You know, all the non-diamond-handed guys will get washed out. Diamond hands, of course, will hold on to Valhalla, obviously. But we see that come back down, come back up later in the year, come back down, rinse and repeat. This is what the market could be looking like for the rest of this bull market cycle. Bull markets are marathons. They're not sprints. Everyone wants to get rich overnight. They want the market to keep going up, 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 up only, but that's not how it works. We get cycles. We get run-ups. We get corrections down. Run-ups, corrections down. It's what happens. Get used to it. Get used to it. This market is changing. In fact, this market has changed. All that institutional money that came in, they're playing the game differently. And we can see that starting to play out in the chart patterns here. So, is that the most probable scenario? Who knows? But it's a scenario I'm watching out for playing out. We've seen that basically playing out for the last year. Will we continue to see it play out? I hope so. It'd actually be a great scenario. It would offer you so many great chances for taking profits, reaccumulating, taking profits, reaccumulating, building your wealth throughout this bull market cycle. And look, yes, we are still in a bull market until we really lose all those key support areas, then we can count this as a bull market. Once we do lose all those key support areas and start trending under them on a pretty regular basis, well, then, then we can talk about that. But I think right now we are still in a bull cycle. However, we're in a bearish part of that bull cycle. Currently, of course, that is where the opportunity lies in these markets. And of course, we have so many huge catalysts coming in 2022. If you're fading the crypto markets, I think you're not paying attention to the big picture. Again, my opinion, of course. Inflation rates remain high, interest rates remain low, more big corporations are going to buy Bitcoin. It's only a matter of time. Banking adoption is soaring. We've covered so many massive stories like the one I did yesterday about the big Italian bank starting to offer Bitcoin to their customers. More countries are going to adopt. I think it was the CEO of DeVere Group. He came out and said that he thinks 3 countries are going to adopt Bitcoin this year in the way that El Salvador did. Even 1 country would be massive. 3 countries would just be mind-blowing stuff. Of course, we have Ethereum 2.0. We have Cardano, which is going to start really bringing out its ecosystem this year. We have Polkadot parachains, which are going live. We have Elrond, which is starting to do stuff. We have Avalanche, Solana, Near Protocol, and Phantom. All these guys doing things, bringing users in, bringing in total value locked. It's all taking off. NFTs are red-pilling the wider world on crypto. Gaming is starting to take off with play-to-earn games that are actually making people freaking money. DeFi is better than it has ever been. We have so many big catalysts for the entire crypto market that say to me, we're not entering a multi-year bear market today. We are moving through a bearish trend within our wider bull market cycle. Now, what am I personally doing at the moment? Chasing passive income opportunities, always looking out for a hot new yield farm. Of course, earning that yield, taking that yield, cashing it out, right? Chilling, a lot of chilling. I wrote chillying there, I guess. Missed one L in that when I wrote it. But chillying, too. I do love the chili. I do love the chili, but no chilling. Chilling with my chilies, I guess. Nibbling on the dips, of course, because I do have the passive income stuff, the earning, the yields. I'm able to nibble on the dips. So you have to get those things set up for yourself if you don't yet have them. Yield farming is freaking awesome. If you're not into it yet, get into it. Of course, I'm not exiting all my positions. I'm not panic selling everything because I do believe that we still have the best yet to come for the crypto markets. That being said, I do and will continue to carve off profits. So when a coin is pumping like crazy, snip a little bit off. It's totally fine to do. It's totally fine to do. There's nothing wrong with taking a bit of profits on your coins. Helps you manage risk, helps you stay focused, lets you have stable coins that you can put into a yield farm to earn passive income so you can buy dips. It becomes a great cycle. You welcome these times in the market when you have chips available to buy the dips. And of course, I'll continue to focus on altcoins as I do believe they will continue to outperform Bitcoin. Best we're hoping right now from Bitcoin, another 200% maybe during this market cycle, maybe a bit more, maybe 300% from now. That'd be pretty sweet. Up to $200,000 Bitcoin, I would welcome that personally. Bitcoin's my savings account. I dump extra cash in there. I take some profits from altcoins, throw it into Bitcoin. The price short term doesn't really matter to me. I'm looking at the long-term picture when Bitcoin gets up to $1 million by 2030, which is going to happen. Final thoughts. I could be totally wrong on all this. I doubt that I am, but I could be. And of course, you have to manage your own finances and portfolio in a way that you think makes the most sense to you, which is exactly what I do. Hope that I'm not totally wrong, obviously. But chances are that in a month, maybe 2 months, we're going to be right back to everyone posting pictures of watches and cars that they bought, screaming, this is the new paradigm of money, this is the big thing, this is only ever going to go up. And you know what comes next? The inevitable correction, washing out all the greed money. More things change, the more they stay the same. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think that we are just in another bearish phase for this bull market? Or is it all over? It's all over. The bear market is here. This guy, crazy guy. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.